Actually, that focuses on what we call the 5 keys. And those 5 keys are what we call the 5 keys to bridging relationships and building leadership in ourselves and in others. And those 5 keys are first and foremost awareness. And awareness says it's a willingness to look. It's a willingness to look and see and look at ourselves and look at our organizations as realistically as possible. We fool ourselves a lot of times. I can look in the mirror any morning and say, oh, Bob, you're so handsome and you're so skinny. But that's not the current reality. The reality is, you know what, we are who we are, warts and all. And as such, as we look at it realistically, we all recognize that we have strengths and we have areas for development. And as we look at those, it's a matter of how to apply those strengths to take care of those areas of development. And as we combine as leaders, then it's a matter of our collective strengths to address the collective areas for development for ourselves as a team and for ourselves as an organization. The next key is, after we've looked at ourselves realistically, the next key is commitment. And see, the thing about commitment, however, is a lot of people believe that commitment is what you say. And if I say, I'm going to do this, then that's all we really need to do. But how many of us have made a commitment to lose 10 or 15 pounds? And we start off when we run a day or 2 or what have you, and we go to the gym the first month or week or what have you, and then we kind of fall off. And we get right back to the way we are most comfortable. And so commitment is more about what you do than what you say. And that is exactly why the next key is participation. We actually have to demonstrate our commitment through participation. So if we become aware of some things that we really need to address, and then we make a commitment to do it, we have to demonstrate that commitment through what we do. And that participation has to be consistent, and it's going to take courage. It's going to take courage to do that, because that means we're actually moving in another direction, saying things differently, doing things differently, and people are going to say, what's wrong with us? They're going to actually notice it. But that is the key. If we actually demonstrate our commitment through participation, that's when we get support. That's the next key. That's the 4th and very important key. That's when people step up and say, wow, well, it's about time. Wow, you look pretty good. What have you been doing? All of those things come into play. So people actually step up and give us some aspect of support when they actually see us demonstrate our commitment. And the more consistent we are with it, the more support they're willing to give. Now, understand that support can also be some pretty tough feedback sometimes, and some pretty critical analysis. But you know what? As we go back to that awareness side, they're probably right, or they at least are moving in the right direction for us. And once we actually get people on board and we have that core of support, and that actually fortifies us and motivates us to do more of what we're doing and making more commitments, that's when that 5th key comes into play, and that's accountability. See, with accountability, once we've actually started moving in a direction and making things happen, accountability is what we call shared commitment. I give you permission to hold me accountable to where I say we're going to go now, where I say I'm going to go now if I've made some changes. But I also get permission from you to hold you accountable for what you say you're going to do. Now, this is mutual or shared commitment. And if we are committed, again, it's more about what we do than what we say, then we begin to move ourselves and our organizations in the directions that they need to go in. And actually, it brings about behaviors that we don't just allow for, but we require. And those behaviors are behaviors that contribute to our vision and our mission and our goals.